There's so much drama going on right now. Hey, what is up all my social distancing friends? It's Dustin and I'm back with another video. In this video, we're going to be discussing Morgan Adams as well as some stuff with Trisha Paytas because you guys know that Trisha Paytas is problematic. Now, before I get into this video, I just want to say I'm going to have a very unpopular opinion about this situation because one, I really thoroughly enjoy Morgan. Two, I hate seeing this girl that has like her heart on her sleeve continually attacked for some video that she posted about Trisha Paytas with Trisha Paytas. And three, some people are just not gonna like this just because they don't like it and they don't like me, and that's fine. I really don't care. So if you're here for that, please stay tuned to this video. So 2 days ago, Morgan Adams uploaded a video. I wore Trisha Paytas' clothes for a week. Now, it did not take very long before people started coming at Morgan, and I just want to say off gate, I love Morgan. I think Morgan is very wholesome. I think Morgan is a very sweet, very kind person. She is literally so wholesome. She in herself is very unproblematic. We never see Morgan in drama that she has caused herself. So the fact that people went after her really pisses me off. Now, I have a personal issue with this because I myself have been through somewhat of the same thing on the internet, and we're gonna discuss it. It's a whole lot. But basically in this video, Morgan wore Trisha Paytas' clothes for a week. If you watch the video, you would see that Rylan as well as Morgan went over to Trisha's house and they raided her closet and they picked out her clothes so she could wear them for a week and emulate Trisha Paytas. Now, it is no secret here on YouTube that Trisha Paytas is problematic. She's very problematic. And I just want to say that people say that I'm friends with Trisha. Trisha follows me. I occasionally DM with her. Do I enjoy Trisha as a person? I absolutely do. I've met her. She is very sweet in person. What you see on camera is definitely not what you get in person. But does that mean that I support and condone every single action that Trisha makes? Does that mean that I support Trisha trolling the mental health community? Does that mean that I support Trisha trolling in any form or fashion? Absolutely not. Now, it didn't take long after this video went up. People were trying to accuse Morgan of like not social distancing and things like that. But at the very beginning of the video, it did say 2 months ago. So Morgan definitely covered her bases on that. Now, here is where I get very upset about this whole entire thing. And I can relate to this because I've been through this myself personally with social media and how people like to run things. If you don't like someone, if you don't enjoy their content, if you don't really mesh with them, if you don't vibe with them, then you don't have to watch. People get the audience that they get because people enjoy watching their content, or they enjoy the person that they're watching as a person. They feel like they relate to them in some way. They feel like they connect with them in some way. So that is why you see people with 5, 10, 15 million followers on social media, specifically YouTube. And then you have people that hate watch. Hate watchers pay bills too. I'm just gonna say that. But the point of the matter is that if you don't like someone and if you don't want them to succeed, if you don't want them to reach an even higher status on a platform that you don't want them to have, why even engage with their content? Why look at their content? Why give them clicks? Why give them views? Why give them downvotes? I've said this basically like the whole entire time that I've been on YouTube because I've had these same types of people come at me saying, oh, well, you do this and you do this and you do this. When statistically, these are the same people that give people the analytics by watch time. They give them dislikes. They give them the ability to continue doing what they don't want them to do. It really makes no sense. You are, in essence, if you are a hate watcher, an enabler. I understand people being upset with Morgan possibly because Trisha does troll incredibly hard. Trisha says some very nasty things sometimes. Trisha does some very abrasive things sometimes. But to hold Morgan accountable for the things that Trisha does, that I have a problem with that. Unless she had seen a crime, unless they are hurting people together, I don't understand why Morgan should be penalized for what Trisha Paytas does. Morgan Adams is literally like the poster of what wholesome YouTube content is, and people are literally trying to destroy her and writing articles about her right now because she hung out with Trisha Paytas. At the end of the day, we know that Shane Dawson as well as Rylan and Trisha are very good friends. Shane and Trisha have been friends for a very long time, so that in turn has introduced Rylan as well as Morgan to Trisha. So they are somewhat friends. Now, listen to me, and this is hypothetical because I don't know anyone personally outside of a few people. If you were friends with someone and you really cared about them genuinely, would Would you allow someone to tell you, oh, well, you don't need to associate with them, you don't need to bother with them, you need to get away from them? Like, I understand that that can come from a place of caution and you wanting to look out for someone, but at the end of the day, just because you're friends with someone does not mean that you co-sign their behavior. That does not mean that you condone or endorse every single thing that they do, because I will tell you, I am a friend that will definitely call someone out on their bullshit. Absolutely, 150%. I will call people that are not my friends out on their bullshit. A lot of people like to call that flip-flopping, but I like to call it keeping it 100. If somebody does some shady, shiesty shit, or they do something that I don't feel in my heart is right, I will call a bitch out. And for the Poindexters and the court reporters that may try to use this argument against me about things that have happened in the past, if someone you are personally friends with, not just someone that you watch on YouTube, is friends with someone that hurts you, that is a different story, so don't try it. Not everybody has that ability, not everybody has that voice, not everybody feels comfortable in standing up and getting ridiculed even more so than they already are. And that is why I'm so pissed off for Morgan about this whole entire situation. Like, y'all can go for Trisha all day long. I feel like Trisha can handle it. If she dishes it out, I feel like Trisha can take it. Trisha's very calculated. Trisha knows what Trisha's doing, and I think a lot of people have caught on to that. Trisha does things for attention. But what y'all ain't gonna do is come for Morgan when Morgan literally just wore her clothes for a week. That's what you're not gonna do. So after all this backlash, Morgan did pin this same apology to her audience, as well as tweeted out on a Notes app apology for the world to see, and this is what she had to say. From the bottom of my heart, my intention has always been and always will be to make videos to make people laugh and be entertained. I know for a lot of people this video has crossed a line, and I am truly sorry for anyone who has felt negatively for my actions, and I hear you and I see you. I will always do my best to take your feedback and show you that I do care. And I know mental health is a sensitive and personal issue to every individual, including me. And I'm sorry for my actions affecting you and will take full responsibility for that and hope to do better for you in the future. As for a timeline, we filmed with Trisha before any stay-at-home orders were in place. I stayed at my apartment alone for 25 days to make sure I wouldn't get my family sick, then come to stay with them. This was filmed over the course of a few weeks. Also, I see a lot of people saying their comments are being deleted. I appreciate and understand your feedback and value your feelings and haven't deleted any comments. YouTube filters through what the top comments are so people have new comments to read. I hope you know my heart was in the right place and I will take accountability for who I have negatively impacted. I'm sorry, I love you, and I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy. Now, I love Morgan. Clearly from this video you could tell that, and good for her for issuing this apology if she felt like she offended people or if she upset people. But what I do not think is okay is the fact that people put pressure on other people to step away from other people and you still engage with their content. If you don't want to watch their content, if you don't want to see them with somebody that you may not like or you may have negative feelings about, then you don't have to engage with the content. You don't have to watch it, because again, you are then enabling them to still do the things that you don't want them to do. You get what I'm saying? So it's a cycle. There are people on the internet that spend more time hating on even me or other people while they could be doing something productive, something that fulfills them, something that makes them happy. But I get in this instance why people feel the way they do about mental health. Mental health is very serious. Trisha has trolled a lot with mental health, and that's something that I take very, very seriously. But at the end of the day, penalize Trisha, do not penalize Morgan. Morgan's heart is a good heart. I can tell it. I can see it in her face. Morgan is somebody that deals with like body dysmorphia. I identify so much with that, because it doesn't matter what I look like in the mirror. It doesn't matter if I'm 150 pounds. I still look in the mirror and I still see a fat ass person. And I know that that is something that Morgan also struggles with. So I love her on a personal level. Like, it's weird. I have a connection with Morgan through the screen. Like, it makes no sense. But what I want people to do is back the fuck off of her. There were a few comments that I saw when I was reading through her comment section that stuck out to me that I wanted to read. Someone said, I have to agree with the rest of the comments. Supporting Trisha is bad in so many ways. She's been disrespectful to so many people. You and your friends continue to support her even though y'all advocate for LGBTQ+ and mental health. Please pick a side. It's literally crazy that you guys haven't cut her off yet. It doesn't even matter if you're longtime friends like Shane. If one of my best friends were acting like her, I would tell them to stop and to cut them out if they didn't stop. Y'all deserve someone better than her. You can love her as a friend and still cut them off because you know it's the proper thing to do. Is it the proper thing to do? Maybe, but is that your call? Are you allowed to make that decision for her? Are you allowed to say, who she can and cannot have in her life based on your personal feelings. And I think that maybe Morgan probably does have this same kind of like mindset, that maybe Trisha does do things that are not so savory, that people don't like. But at the end of the day, she probably has a personal friendship, a personal relationship with her. So who is anyone on the internet to say you need to cut them out of your life? That is not right. You cannot tell someone what they should do and what they need to do with their life. That's just absolutely not your call. Nobody in this entire fucking world owes you anything. Another comment that stuck out was, what I think this is, Morgan, you and Shane and your brother are great people. It's a shame people are attacking you. When Trish said what she said, it's not your fault. I love you. You shouldn't be under fire. And anyone who threatens you isn't really a fan or a friend. It isn't your actions, so you shouldn't be held responsible. I'm so sorry. I hope it gets better. Also, I would like to add, no one did this to Jeffrey or Shane when they did videos with her as well. I don't see why this matters now. Sending love and positive thoughts. I kind of get people being upset because it wasn't with Shane and Jeffrey, because this did not happen with this whole dissociated situation. That is a mess. And I know a lot of people come at me and say, oh, you're friends with Trisha, da, 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 da. I'm not friends with Trisha. I'm acquaintances with Trisha. Do I agree with what Trisha does every single video that she uploads? Absolutely not. Who in the right mind would? Trisha knows that Trisha trolls. But at the end of the day, no one on the internet, no one that is not from my personal life is going to tell me that I need to step away from someone. And sometimes, even if somebody says that to me, I will do the complete opposite just to piss them off, because I'm not going to be told what I'm going to do with my personal life, with my platform, and who I can be associated with. That's just not how that works. So at the end of the day, my takeaway from this is, I love Morgan. You guys should love Morgan. Morgan is a good fucking person. And if you don't like someone, if you don't like their content, if you don't like what they do with their platform, do not watch them. Do not engage with them. Don't dislike their videos. Don't leave comments, because at the end of the day, you are enabling the same exact thing that you do not want to see. It is much easier to watch something that fulfills you. It is much easier to engage with something that makes you happy, that takes you to a better place, instead of getting on the internet and trying to ruin someone that literally does not even know who you are. But you guys, I would really like to know your personal opinions on this. I know that I'm probably going to piss a lot of people off with this video, but I literally do not care, because I love Morgan Adams and I hate to see her dragged over something like this. Is Trisha a great person for the things that she uploads? No. But do I know Trisha to somewhat of a personal level? I do. And I know that what she does on the internet is different, and it contrasts way differently to what she does in person. But I can't fault anyone for the way that they feel about Trisha because of what she does with her platform and the things that she puts out there for you guys to see. I understand that as well. And I don't agree with everything that Trisha does. Like, there's a good like 80% of what Trisha does that I'm just like, girl, you did not have to do that. That looks so bad. But as always, you guys, please leave me your thoughts and opinions and your feedback down below. I hope you all have the most amazing day ever, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.